Good morning everyone. From the first, the Honorable Sir Trisman Harefa SS MPD as my advisor and Sir Elwin Zebua SPD MPD as a test of already approved proposal. And thank you for my friends as an audience and support me at this seminar. May I introduce myself. My name is Puji Listiani Zebua, and now I would like to presenting the research proposal as the title, improving the student speaking skill by using TikTok application on the 10th grade of SMA Negeri 1 Gide in 2023. Now I would like to tell about the chapter 1 from in part background of the problem. From the first, we have to know the speaking is an activity that is used by one person to communicate with another. And based on the experience of the 1, 2, and 3 internship at the SMA Negeri 1 Gide during English studies, students had the opportunity to express ideas. In fact, they prefer silence because they have no vocabulary. The students need more to think about what they want to say. They are motivated to speak English without much talk from the teacher, but they remain silent. Passive participant students we are found in the class. Only 3 people were active, and there are only 4 students who can give their responses in talking about the topic given by the teacher. And researchers say that some problems can be corrected by thinking of the interviewing learning media for students. And then the researchers should think media that is appropriate and interesting for the students. And for speaking skill, students may use the voice feature and this application and then communicate through the network. So the TikTok application may be used to teach 4 skills of listening, speaking, reading, and writing integrated skills. Likewise, by using the feature on in TikTok application, students can play a role that prioritizes students' expression and creativity. TikTok application is also an effective media to use in teaching and learning. By using TikTok application, process teaching and learning is more efficient and effective because with a short time the teacher only convey important things that could make it easy for students to understand the learning conveyed by the teacher. After the researcher found the background of the knowledge, the researcher identification of the problem. So from the observation, there are some problems occurred in teaching and learning process will be mentioned in this following from the first. The students prefer to be silent than speak up because of the lack of the vocabulary. The second is the students need more time to think about what they want to say. And then the students remain silent throughout they are motivated to speak English without think much by the teacher. And then passive participant students were found in the class. After that, the researcher give the limitation of the problem. It is the according the identification of the problem. This research will be focused on using TikTok application to improve the student speaking skills at the 10th grade of SMA Negeri 1 Gide in 20 to 23. And then formulation of the problem. Um, the researcher identification of the formulation, it is how the TikTok application improvement of the student speaking skill and at the 10th grade of SMA Negeri 1 Gido in 21, 22, and 2023. Objective of the research. So the researcher give the objective of the researcher as a purpose of the research is to see the improvement of the student speaking skill at the 10th grade of SMA Negeri 1 Gido. And then in this research have the significance of the research. The significances of the research are from the first theoretical. In theoretical, this study is to describe the effective of using TikTok application in teaching and learning speaking. And then from practically. In practically from the first, the researcher has the experience to know how does TikTok application improvement the student speaking skills, and also the researcher can find the way to solve the students in speaking. And then the teacher, the English teacher, the researchers expected to be a reference for them to understand deeper about improving student speaking skill by using TikTok application. So the teacher can teach their students to be successful. And then for the students will get the appropriate teaching strategy from their teaching so they can master of speaking English as a foreign language. Now I would like to continue to explain the chapter 2 literature review. I will begin from speaking. Speaking is an activity in real life that is carried out by speaker to carry out his or her idea to interact with the listener. And the activity are unplanned and their continuity is based on situation. And according to Laudes in Nunan, speaking is described as the activity in the ability to express oneself in the situation or the activity to report ache or situation in presence of the ability to converse or to express as the sequence of idea fluently and fluently. And then speaking indicator consists of pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, comprehensibility, and fluency. Other we know that we have to understand about the component of speaking skill. The component of speaking skill, according to Vanderkavit, there are three components. From the first is speakers, listener, and the third is utterances. And then we have to know about the TikTok. TikTok in teaching learning processes. TikTok could be thought of as language speaking tools. Teacher can use TikTok to access the students' learning result. TikTok may also be used to promote speaking ability as a goal of their communicated language study. Making a TikTok language learning tool, the teaching procedure for using a TikTok should be mentioned. It is estimated that students might get used to a TikTok as a language learning tool by watching a few TikTok videos. Other words, the students may make recording of himself in English via TikTok. Now about the chapter 3 research method. Type of the research is classroom action research. So the states that classroom research is done in cycle. The cycle consists of the step from the first planning, action, observation, and evaluation steps, and then setting and schedule of the research. This study will conduct in the 10th grade in the academic year of 2022, 20 and 23. The schedule of conducting the study will suit with the schedule of English subject of the target class, and each meeting lasts in 90 minutes, and one cycle consists of 2 meetings. So the whole section will 4 meetings. And then the subject of the research. The subject of the research is the students of 10 grade of IPA and IPS at SMA Negeri 1 Gide. There are 25 and 27 students in the classroom. And then about the variable of the research consists of 2 variables. From the first, independent variable is TikTok application and dependent variable is speaking skill. And then about the instrument of the research. The researcher will use several tools to collect data. This instrument, it is about the observation, sheet, and test. And then that data collecting technique. The researcher collected data from observation, sheet, and the test. And then indicator of the research. In this research, there are an improve in students learning result from the previous research, or the minimum competence criterion can be achieved. And then about the data analysis technique. In this research, the data are analyzed by using statistical method. From the first, the data analysis from the classroom observation, the researcher used the category excellent, very good, good, fair, and poor. The second is about the researcher used students' post-test score of the experimental, and the control group is the data of the research. That's all my explanation. Thank you.